Hi, everyone. I'm Dave Bovin. I serve as the Dean of the School of Business and Technology at Chipola College. And I have Ben Bridges with us as our co host. Today we have our weekly tech topic. We have an exciting discussion on student resources, some technology tools that can help you in and out of the class environment. But Ben, wow, this has been a busy couple of weeks. We're getting ready to start the fall semester. I hear you've been traveling, maybe in Europe. Welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Where did you go?
Went to Venice.
Oh, cool.
Beautiful place.
That sounds fancy.
A lot of water.
A lot of water?
A lot of water.
Great. Well, welcome back. And also, is it your birthday as well?
It also is my birthday.
Wow.
Yes.
Congrats, man. You shouldn't
Thank
be
you.
working on your birthday, but we're happy to have you. So it's a busy time as we're getting ready for the school year. I know people are working and getting in shape. You said you actually lost weight in Europe, which is impressive. When I think of getting in shape for the semester, I kind of think of this mug here that says, abs are great, but have you seen donuts? So that's kind of how I'm preparing to get back in shape, thinking of that cup, so that's our focus. But let's get us started, Ben, with thinking of some technology resources. You have some topics in mind or some technologies in mind?
Yes. Today I would like to highlight some student resources that may aid you as you enter in the fall semester. Now, a lot of the time, some different students learn in different ways. So some people are more visual, some people are more hands-on, and things like that. And I would like to highlight a few things that would be very helpful for some students that are free online resources for people to use as they go through their courses.
Right. One great one we have is Cengage, which is a popular publisher that we have. Many of our business and technology courses try to use Cengage as the publisher, and we have a one-time fee that students can pay around $100 or so and get access for the entire academic year to the resources for their courses. So they can actually look ahead, they can save some on a bookshelf, if you will, and go back and utilize chapters and readings as needed. So that is one popular tool.
And it's very powerful because instead of spending, say, $400, $500, $600 on textbooks, it's the one-time $100 fee that the Chipola bookstore sells, and you have access to all of your textbooks if they are compatible.
Great tip. Yeah, that resource can be purchased through our bookstore, and they're really helpful to point students in the right direction. So you want to get us started? I have some thoughts too with these technologies. Cengage is a great one. Other thoughts that come to mind?
Well, there are a few that I would like to recommend. And first, I'd like to start out with general student resources, things like online flashcard services, things like if you're going through your language credits, there are plenty of educational resources for that. And so we'll get started. Now, when it comes to flashcards, I would like to recommend something like Quizlet or TinyCards. TinyCards is a service that is made by Duolingo, which I will go into a little bit later for language learning. But it's essentially a flashcard service that people can make their own flashcards, and they can share them. You can share them with your classmates and form study groups and make it kind of a competitive atmosphere so that people can drive themselves to learn more. And with Quizlet, I would also recommend that one, that it's roughly the same as TinyCards, and you can also share it with other students, but it's more of a desktop environment.
You can create a study community through your course and actually through your program of study.
Absolutely.
So build that synergy and you can all survive and succeed together.
Exactly.
So,
So online flashcards are very, very helpful for a lot of the people who enjoy using kind of a memorization technique or something of that ladder. With moving on to language credits and language learning, a lot of people have to take 2 to 3 courses in language to receive either an associate's or a bachelor's here at Chipola, right?
Most certainly, yes. For a bachelor's degree, you need 2 years of Spanish, and we have one great competitive advantage for us as a college. If students want to major in computers and they're thinking of going to FSU, they have to take 3 semesters of Spanish. Right, so that's a good reason to stay at Chipola.
Right.
Just do 2, that's right.
Yeah, so on that topic, there are plenty of services that will aid in that as well. One I recommend is Duolingo. It's a free service that allows people to learn languages. You can also use something like Babbel or Memrise. They all have an app environment, so you can do it on your phone. I, in fact, have some on my phone. It's somewhere in the studio, but but they're very helpful, and they can greatly aid you as you go through your courses in that sense.
So speaking of phones, something that I was thinking of that's quite helpful is an Apple Watch. It's kind of rude to have your phone out during a class when you're sharing ideas or instructors providing a topic of instruction with you. If you have your Apple Watch, you can have your phone adjacent to you. You can use some Bluetooth technology and actually catch updates, get information that's key without drawing a lot of attention to yourself. So that's one way to use tech to survive during the class environment.
Right.
Also, we push our Google Cardboard a lot just because this virtual reality headset by Google, going low end, earth friendly, you can recycle this material. There are some neat apps from your app store that you can utilize for note taking. One that I like, there's one that's tied to DragonSpeak, which is an old school technology where you actually can do voice to text. You can read your notes and it'll record it based on the cadence of your voice. It'll get accustomed to how you speak, save that, and using something cool like a headset, you can view that at a later time and share it while you're traveling.
Absolutely. And I believe you can also do things like use the cardboard headsets for YouTube tutorials.
Most certainly.
You can view I know there was a recent fair that we did here at Chipola where they were showing VR with welding for training purposes at one of the science fairs that we were at. And things like that are extremely helpful as well. And on the topic of note-taking, I would like to highlight a few of those as well. Sure. Note-taking is very important, and really you're going to have to take notes if you're in college or higher education.
Very true.
It's very important and very helpful whenever you're studying for finals or large exams. Now, you can always go traditional and buy a notebook, take notes that way, and however, which is very helpful and very good for some people who memorize or learn by writing. The hand motions can be a form of learning. But some people prefer using digital methods. And what I would recommend would be something like Evernote, OneNote, or even one that I use that's more of a markdown programming environment. It's called Bear. And all of those are very, very helpful. And I believe in the next few years, we're going to start seeing note-taking apps and programs that record while you take notes as well. So you can record your lectures while you take notes, and you can listen to those while you study. And they're very helpful.
We found a great resource with Google Voice Dictation where we actually saved it to YouTube. We were able to get the translation for a project that we've been working on with the National Science Foundation. And that saved us hours of work, so we could actually then clean that up, that voice to text. So there's some neat solutions, some workarounds that are helpful.
Absolutely.
Great resource. I think the OneNote is in the cloud as well, right?
It is.
So you can save it, utilize it there locally where you're working in the class environment or at home or wherever if you're traveling.
Right. And I believe OneNote works directly in tandem with Microsoft Office, which Chipola offers a 365 subscription for students.
Great
now, that would allow you to kind of centralize all of your notes, your projects, your reports, and things like that.
Excellent. So we've looked at quite a few things. We're getting excited as we've started the fall semester again. We're getting in shape, thinking of donuts, looking at resources, been to Europe and back. This is kind of cool. Any other parting thoughts, Ben?
Well, all I can say is good luck in your fall semester, and I look forward to seeing you around campus.
Likewise. Thank you.